Hello out there and welcome to KMaccTalks, the best channel you've never heard of. I'm Kevin McCarthy and this is KMac versus Sports, where we talk about the hottest sports headlines of the weekend and the past week. Well, anything past Thursday. We got a Thursday show too, but Monday is pretty much going to be all NFL based. I mean, there's so much going on. Playoff picture is coming into shape. Pretty much everyone's set in stone besides maybe the 7th seed in the NFC and the AFC, I think. But pretty much everything's set in stone in the playoffs. But so much happened yesterday. Let's get right into it. And let's start with probably the hottest story just on the TV 2 seconds ago. Antonio Brown leaving the game in Tampa Bay right after the second half. He took off his pads. He tried to throw. It reminded me of that thing the Key and Peele. You're trying to be angry, but you can't get your shit off. He's like, I'm fucking out of here. And he's like trying to pull it off. I'm out of here. Just give me a second. I can't get this off. I'm out of here. It's like took him 5 minutes to get the damn thing over his head. The reasoning for it is we don't know. Like Mike Evans was calming him down for sure. I think Bruce Arians said he was trying to get him to go in the game. He asked him a few times he wouldn't go back in the game. But then you hear reports that he needed just a few more catches and a handful of yards and a little bit more playing time. And he would get these $333,000 bonuses. He had 3 of them, which equals up to about exactly $1 million. So he wanted to get this $1 million bonus. And it makes more sense that he'd be mad that he wasn't getting the playing time to get these bonuses. It seems like he seems like the type of guy who's obsessed with money and making more money. But then again, it's like he ruined so much money, and he's ruined more money than I'll ever probably make in my life. I mean, he ruined contracts with the Las Vegas Raiders. I mean, he ruined contracts with every team he's joined since the Steelers. I mean, he ruined more money with the Steelers. He's ruined, now he may never play again. He's ruined all that money he could have made. He's just ruined tons and tons of money and contracts. And now he ruined any bonuses. He could have won another Super Bowl title. The Buccaneers have as good a chance, if not the best chance, to win the Super Bowl because they got Tom Brady on their team. And he showed it. Tom Brady showed it again by driving down the field with less than a minute left and no timeouts, just casually like it's nothing, and winning the game against the Jets with Cyril Grayson as his receiver. And he still win the game, no problem. So it's just it boggles the mind. I don't know what he was thinking, but he took all his clothes off. Not all his clothes. He kept his pants on. Thank God. But, he went out, he tried to pump up the 15 Jets fans in attendance. No, the Jets, for some reason, the stadium's full at the MetLife Stadium, at the Jets Stadium. I don't know why. I feel like you follow the Jaguars lead here and other shitty teams. Like, if your team's shitty for so long, like the Jets are, stop going and selling out their stadium, because then the owner's just still getting rich and making tons of money. He doesn't feel a need to change it that quickly, because it's not hurting his pockets. If you stop showing up to the games, he'll be like, oh shit, I gotta make this team better. Like, at least the Jaguars owner went out and got Urban Meyer and tried to do all these big moves to get the team better. Maybe not big moves, he had the first pick, but he got Urban Meyer because no one was going to the home game. So he's like, I gotta get people back in the stadium so I start making more money. So at least follow that method. You still keep selling out the Jets stadium, I feel like the Jets will just be bad forever because it's not hurting the owner's pockets. So whatever, that's another issue. But I mean, Antonio Brown tried to pump him up, and maybe Antonio Brown was just, trying to give the Jets fans something to remember the season by. Like, think about it, the Jets have nothing to remember the season by. Again, it's another shitty down season. The only time we report on things that happen in the Jets stadium is when they get blown out by so many points we can't believe it. I mean, when they get 50 burgers put on them and stuff, that's the only time you hear about anything going on in the Jets stadium. So, or if a fan runs on the field or something. So this is the most exciting thing it's happened to the Jets all season. So maybe Antonio Brown was just trying to give him that, give him some excitement, give him a news story, something to talk about, something to remember. Like, you remember that 2021 season? We lost almost every game. We were a shitty team, but remember when Antonio Brown ran off the field and took his shirt off? That was pretty crazy, right? I was there. I remember it. So there you go. Jets fans have something to remember the season by and get excited for. So maybe Antonio Brown was just thinking of them. Maybe he's just a nice guy like that. Have you ever thought of that? No, you haven't. So there you go. Let's not jump to conclusions. Maybe Antonio Brown just really is compassionate for Jets fandom, trying to help them out, give them something to cheer for. Anyways, yeah, so who knows why he ran off. I don't know why he'd lose a chance at the Super Bowl with Tom Brady and lose a chance at all that bonus money. Like, he had 3 catches for 26 yards in the first half. It's not like he was playing a bad game. He could have had a huge second half and, still helped him out. Something must have been said. There's got to be more to this story. If Arian's saying he wouldn't go in the game, and other people are saying he wanted to go in the game, and I assumed he's not getting the ball enough. He wants to get his bonuses, but either way, now if looking at the ESPN depth chart for the Buccaneers, they have Mike Evans, Brashad Perryman, who was ironically on the Jets, and they didn't want him. They traded him. They got Scotty Miller still on the team. I think Scotty Miller's, if he's not 40 yet, he's knocking down 40's door. He's knocking pretty hard. Tyler Johnson, who I like, seems like he's got a bright future. And Cyril Grayson Jr. That's the guy who caught the game-winning pass from Brady there. So Brady will make anyone a superstar. Like, he'll win the Super Bowl with whoever. If I join as a wide receiver, he'll make me look good out there, and we might win the Super Bowl together. So this Cyril Grayson, this might be maybe Antonio Brown was helping him out, because this guy might be a superstar, might get a huge contract now. He already, was in the news for catching the game-winning pass, at least. I mean, even though everyone's talking about Antonio Brown, Cyril Grayson had 2 great catches on that game-winning drive and the game-winning touchdown. So that's good for him. And they also have this white guy named Justin Watson, who looks like the head bro of the Kappa Alpha fraternity at Duke University. I mean, this guy looks like the worst guy on campus, like the worst frat brother. He probably carries an acoustic guitar and, writes original songs about fucking nature and raindrops and just plays under the tree on the quad. This guy, looks terrible. I think he has a faux hawk in his picture on ESPN there. Like, I thought faux hawks were practically made illegal in 2016, but this guy still got one. This guy has a bunch of Ed Hardy shirts in his closet. He's got half the Affliction fucking series of shirts in his closet. I mean, that shit. I mean, he's got some shitty chains and some shitty cologne, and he goes to the bar and dances awkwardly. Jalen Darden is their last wide receiver, who's had a whopping 6 catches and 43 yards this season. So now the Bucs, once where their wide receiver core had Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Antonio Brown, Tyler Johnson, Scotty Miller. They were once so deep at wide receiver was their best position. Now it really is it's their weakest position. It's pretty crazy to see that. But, like I said before, Tom Brady will take them to the Super Bowl. I literally have still the most faith in them. I haven't lost any faith in their chances of getting to the Super Bowl. So, especially if they get Leonard Fournette back, they're going to be perfectly fine. They have Tom Brady. He demonstrated that. Jets shouldn't have been that close, but still, Tom Brady's beat the Jets 30 out of 38 times when he played with the New England Patriots. He's only lost to him 8 times. He won 30 times out of 38. So now he's won 31 times out of 39. So that's almost 2 full seasons of just beating the Jets Tom Brady's done in his career. Pretty freaking wild. Pretty wild. So yes, Tom Brady owns the Jets. Like Aaron Rodgers talks about owning the Bears. Tom Brady really owns the Jets. He really does. He should get a key to the fucking MetLife. I don't know why anyone would want that key, but whatever.